Okay guys, so to make things a bit exciting, we'll be creating our first design project. On the outline for this tutorial, for this lesson rather, would be just to spice things up a bit, make things a bit exciting, and I would advise that you be hands-on, put on your computer, open your program and try to follow up either as I go on or after you get an understanding of the class I'll be having. So let's get right onto it. Today we'll be talking about how you can set up your design. Remember, we've already talked about setting up your page and the unit of measurement, so I'll just do that again. We already have it set to that. I already have it set to inches. My design will be less than the medium of less than the page is bigger than my design size, which I will disclose later. So I'll tell you how to set up your design, which is setting up measurement for your design, not the page, for your design. Then we'll go on to how you can create a power clip. It helps you work easily with different elements, so you don't have to trace exactly to fit to the sides. Then I'll teach you how you can import an image. Why you import an image? So that you may want to bring in a logo that someone sent to you, or you want to use an image reference to buttress the point you're trying to pass in the design. So those things are done by importing. Then next we'll go on to working with texts, then working with shapes. Put you through on how to manipulate the different shapes that we'll be using on the little design that we'll be doing, and then selecting color. We'll do that alongside. So let's get right on to it. So on our first design project, we'll be working on something like a banner, an online banner for our tutorial. Understand? So we'll do that. We'll just quickly make a draft of it. So let's quickly get right into it. So now, number one, setting up our design. My design, the banners are usually in rectangles or squares or what have you. So let's first of all come to our rectangle tool and select it. Now just draw any shape you want. It does not matter. Drop your tool. Make sure your rectangle is selected. Now the websites where putting the add-on say that you bring a banner that is 3 inches wide. So put 3 there, and the height should be 1.5 inches, 5 inches. Now this is a case of us having getting the content, getting the measurement exactly. Sometimes you may be the one to do the measurement or do the conversion yourself, but this one I was giving 3 by 1.5. and you notice that immediately I change my page size, the box is now looking quite small. In this case now, it will be hard for me, unless you have superhuman eyes, to be hard for you to design anything within this small space. Well, yes, but no. What you can actually do is zoom into your size. Now it's not increased like I mentioned in the first video. It's not you increasing your design, but rather zooming in to meet the design so it fits into a better view for you. How do you do that? You can do that with this, but this one does not give you a really custom look as you want it. So you can use this zoom tool, which is this. There is a shortcut for the zoom tool, Z or Z, depending on which part of Nigeria you get, or the world in general. Click on the zoom tool and it is selected. So you can now drag. When I say drag, always know that it's to hold your left click button down. So now when I want to zoom in, means make it bigger, click and drag over the portion you want to make big, and you see it comes closer to you. To zoom out, you can just right click on it. To zoom in also, you can actually click on it also. So this, so that we can have a better work view space. Let's create something a bit, something like this is okay. So now you can drop your zoom tool so you don't mistakenly zoom outside. It's not like you can't take it back, but just to be safe. Now also there's another, okay, then if depending on if you're using a mouse, maybe not a laptop, you can use the middle button, which is that the wheel on your mouse, to actually zoom in and zoom out also. You get, so think this size is okay for me, but so you can see it well, let's give you a better size. So now the next, now you can also use this to move to other parts of the design that are currently not being seen. Understand? I need you to also see stuff and know what we're working on. Now the first thing now is to we've set our design. Our design, this is this, you see, 3 inches by 1.5. So that one is settled. Now we want to create a power clip so that we can work within the confines of this design, no matter what we impose or how we want to make things be, or working within the clip of this our design side. So you can just right click on it, you see frame type, then click on create empty power clip frame. Now it's a power clip already. All you just have to do is double click on it and it opens that clip. So now whatever you want to do design, make sure it does not cross this blue line. If it crosses the blue line, it will clip it out, hence the name power clip. Let's have an example. This is a perfect circle with the color dark red. If I put it somewhere around here, you can already see that some parts of it are outside the blue line. Using this will stop editing content. If you click on it, it goes out. You see that those parts that were outside the blue, they cut out. Understand? So that's one easy. Actually, this is used to easily make designs also, so it's kind of fun anyways. So to edit it, you can right click on it, or you can also double click on it, it opens. Then you can delete this one. So importing an image, I made a dummy logo, so let's bring in that logo into our design. So what you do, you see this option here, import. It's on your standard bar. Then the next one is you can also use the shortcut. If you are, I have a thing for shortcuts myself, so you can use Ctrl and I, or you simply just click on, you see the arrow is pointed down, means import, bring in. Select it and look for wherever, browse through your program. I believe you already know how to use a computer. Browse through your program to where you put your logo, then click on your logo and click on your logo or image or whatever, and click on import. Now this icon you see, our mouse pointer, now you can use it to drag and drop to whatever size you think is befitting. Just clicking on it will just drop it to the exact size that your logo is. So I like to make it custom, so you click and drag as you would want it. Let's leave it at this. Sage Graphics. Now it's too small. Okay, let's put it something like this so we can work on our design better. So I've put it there. Now the next one I want to do is you can design in any order. So that's the beauty of design. That's the beauty of the part of the layering, page up and page down things. So then the next step we want to do is, okay, maybe what I am thinking, the concept that we should use is draw another box that covers with that. So I'll just be fast, just watch me. Then you see now that this box, because it's the most recent one, has covered the logo we put. So what you just have to do, control page down, it has gone down. So then the next thing is I want to type something, and like click on this link to join my free YouTube channel for beginners. So what you do, see this A here is your text 2. Click on it, then click outside and type. You can press the enter key to go to the next line. Click on the link below to join my free YouTube class. Now click, drop your 2. See now, so I can move this anywhere I want. Now the thing with text, when you have a text, if you want to increase the size, there are 2 ways. Either you increase the size normally with this place font size, or you use these diagonal points. Do not ever use this to increase the text. Do not ever use this to increase the text. That's a very bad step. It's called disproportionate increment or decreasing. If you don't like, if you want a font that is high, there is a font for it. If you want a font that is wide, there is a font for it. Or you manipulate your text accordingly. So let's leave that in. Now, a little class on typography. Remember, and I also mentioned at the beginning that hierarchy, you should put the most important things to be at the top first, and also you should ensure balance. So the graphics design principle we'll be using here is to use a light font on these texts that are not very important, and then since my logo is at the middle of the design, I should also mimic that setting to make sure this part is either left aligned so it follows the box, or it's centralized. I'll go with left aligned. So now, as it is, I want to treat each text differently on its own. You get? So what I can do, you break this text. Since they are on different line, it will first of all break it, each line, each one on its own. So how you can break, you can go to object, break artistic text, or you can use the shortcut Ctrl+K. Now you see each line is now on its own. So good. So now let's go to change. Now click on this one. Let's change the font. You can use any font you want, anyone that appeals to you, but this is the one that I like. Now I like working with real well semi-bold, real extra bold. So now this one should not be too big because it's not the most important part of the design. So I can reduce this. You can always work on it later. If maybe that you don't like what you did, you can always undo. Ctrl Z. You must have heard that terminology. Ctrl Z to undo, to go back. It applies also in design. If you click on it, see it brings back, it goes back to our previous actions, even as far back as when the whole design was not even created. You see. So Ctrl Shift or redo, we do the opposite. Now Ctrl Shift Z will bring back everything to the current state. Understand? So good. So let's get onto that. Click on the let's see, semi-bold again on the link below to join my understand the concept I'm using. Is that none of them now are currently very big, but watch what I'll do with these other ones. So this one also I want to break it, so Ctrl K, so that I have each word on its own. You understand? So then I can now move this one because I want this one to be very pronounced, that it's free. So make it bold. It is currently slanted, that means the font size makes it italics. You can remove that if you don't want it in italics. So free. YouTube. No, I need this class to be together so I can delete this one. So you can edit text also in case you make mistake. All you just have to do is double click on the text and then just like normal Microsoft Word, type again. So class. So now we've done this simple banner. So the next thing will be balance. You can now colors, applying color. I have my major colors here now are blue, white, and this. So I am free to add one more color. I like it at most 3 colors, 3 fonts, or whatever the design client requires. And I need this red to be very catchy. Black is not really selling that point. I need to draw attention. So drawing attention, I need something like red, bright red. Then my YouTube class can use a dark red, being that YouTube is the color of red. Then these other ones I can even make them blue if I want. So adjust it. They are not aligned to the left. You can press highlight everything and press your L on your keyboard, so it will arrange everything automatically to the left. So we have this. Then can now move it to try and center it on the page. Remember what I did? I dragged my selection over all of them to highlight everything. If you hold outside and drag to over the design, it selects everything, but you have to make sure you drag from an empty space so you don't end up selecting something by mistake. Then one last thing I want to do, I want to give this place a background. I don't like it being just all white, so I want to give it a sky blue background, a background like this one here. So you can draw another box, draw it. Maybe you can use something like this to extend. Click drop your tool, then go to your color palette and select. Now you notice that it has a black line property. See, so outline, so you can remove to none. Then now what other things you must have noticed, you see that it's on top of the design. So remember to put it down, you press page down. So you keep pressing page down till it's at the end as you want it, page down. So here we have it, our banner designed to specification, size 3.3 inches to 1.5 inches. So I need you to do this on your own, following what I explained, and upload to me also. Thank you.